Oh, the blues, the moody blues, when we are in that funk and we have no idea why. There's really no explanation. This is not like going through something traumatic, like a death, a loss, a relationship that's over. This really isn't the same as just being in a bad mood. Sometimes we are in a bad mood, but something has caused it. This is not being ill. This is not when we don't feel well. This is when we are in a funk, we are having a down day, and we have no idea why. Well, we all experience it. No one gets a free ticket out. The most upbeat and positive people still have down days. They still are in a funk at times. And again, this is not the same as always. This is not like having clinical depression or something like that. If that is you, that's not what we're talking about. And there are things that you can do to help in that situation if that is what you suffer from. But I am really just talking about having a down day, just being in a funk. I do it too. Sometimes it's the weather. I really don't know. I really feel that the most important thing that you can do is just accept it, accept where you are, and give yourself that grace that I'm gonna have days like this. I've had days like this in the past, and I'm going to have days like this in the future. Don't judge yourself. Don't analyze it. Just accept where you are. Be present. Yeah, you can do some things to try to get out of it, but often we just have a day, right? We have a day, and that is okay. It's also important that we share this with our loved ones, especially our children. It's good for them to know that we have days and that they will have days, and it's okay. It's okay to be down at times. And again, this is not like them losing their dog, where they are truly in a very, very somber state of mind because they are experiencing loss. This is the unexplainable. We just don't know. What are some things that you can do when you are experiencing this funk or down day? Well, again, number one, just accept it. Just stay present. And be okay with where you are. Give yourself that grace. Maybe this is a time when you practice self-love and you do something for yourself. What you want to steer clear of is listening to the negative inner voice that we all have. We all have a negative inner voice. That is that inner voice that tells us different things, and everyone's inner voice is going to tell them different things than maybe someone else. Often that inner voice stems from assumptions, limited beliefs, and interpretations that could stem from our past. These could be things that we heard over and over again as a child from our parents, from our peers, our teachers, whatever. But we develop this inner voice that tells us things that don't serve us. It's another thing that we all have. Let me share that your inner voice is never going to tell you something positive, not your negative inner voice. When you are hearing something that does not serve you, that is a negative inner voice. If your voice is telling you to do something that is right, that is your intuition speaking. Driving and choosing to not respond to a text message, that is your intuition telling you that that is not a good choice. Your negative inner voice will never tell you anything that will serve you. So what happens on a down day when we're in a funk is our negative inner voice loves to be very present. It loves to stay with us all day long and tell us things to make us feel even more down. This is perhaps when we feel unlovable, unworthy, no value to anything that we do. Whatever it may be, it will be different for everyone. What you have to be very careful of is listening to that inner voice. You need to tame it and quiet it and not allow it to tell you things that aren't true. Again, your inner voice, your negative inner voice is going to lie to you. It is going to tell you things that are not true and that do not serve you. Recognize areas that you put time and value in when you are in a funk or a down day, and ask yourself if this is serving me. For example, maybe you get on social media and that really just adds fuel to the fire. You're seeing what a great day everyone's having. Everybody seems happy. Everyone's posting all their positivity. Welcome to social media. We don't post the opposite now, do we? And I'm sure most of you are smart enough to see right behind that obviously what we see on social media is not going to be someone's down day. You don't see anyone post about that. So we often think it's only us. If you know that brings you down, then you need to listen to your intuition that's telling you to just not get on social media for the day, because it doesn't serve you. It is not going to work in your favor and be in your best interest. It's only going to make you feel worse. Your negative inner voice is probably going to tell you the opposite. So you really have to decide, who am I going to listen to? Who is telling me the truth and who is telling me a lie? And that negative inner voice is not going to serve you. But again, it's really acceptance, understanding you're not alone. We all go through it. Maybe you're going through it today. Maybe you needed this video. Maybe you need to save this video because you go through this often. May I challenge you to ask yourself, if you do go through this often, what is going on? Maybe you really need to search inside and see if there's a reason behind this consistency of having a down day. Maybe it is something more. Maybe you have low self-esteem and you want to build up your confidence and not let that negative inner voice have such a death grip on you. If that is the case, I highly encourage you to reach out to a life coach, reach out to me, reach out to someone who can help you. There's a lot of tools that we can develop and use to help us overcome this constant, consistent listening to the negative talk. In my upcoming online course, I have a whole module to taming the inner voice and a whole module on emotional intelligence. Because in order for us to truly level up our life and live a life with meaning, and live a life that we long for, we have to be able to work on ourselves and to recognize some of those areas that are inside of us, things that are going on inside of us that do not serve us. You're functioning. You are functioning. Yeah, you're getting to work every day. You're getting the kids off to school. You're getting dinner prepared, getting the groceries, preparing the meals, preparing the bills, whatever. You're functioning. But if you really want to take your life, level it up to optimal, I highly encourage you to book some sessions with me or to stay tuned and take advantage of my Level Up Your Life online course that will be coming very soon. I hope this video spoke to you so that you can understand that we all have down days, we all get in a funk. You have in the past, you may be going through it right now, and you certainly will go through it in the future. But to ask yourself, what can I do that serves me, and what do I need to eliminate that does not serve me when I am going through that? All right, thanks for joining me. Wishing you a beautiful and blessed day. Love to all of you. Have a great one. Mwah.